I know, like, we talked about the note-taking thing a bit, but I also, like, you mentioned, and from working with you, I know you've done a lot of research and trial and error with, like, the best note-taking AI solution. Um, with all the different, like, services and applications popping up surrounding, like, note-taking and stuff, are there any, like, kind of indicators or patterns you've noticed that can help a project manager, like, kind of suss out whether it's a promising program or one that they should just, like, maybe skip?
Yeah. That's an interesting question. I feel like it's still in its nascent form. So I think like in a year from now, these note because there's such a demand for it. Like I
Mhm.
said, if you type in note taker on YouTube, Google, even ChatGPT, there's so many like solutions out there. I feel like a lot of them are not so perfect yet. I have to say Read AI is probably the best one I saw so far, just because it actually gives you sentiment analysis as well, which I
Mm,
think is necessary because I think that's like the missing ingredient for a lot of these note taker apps is that it doesn't really get like context or nuance.
mm, mm.
It'll be very like, I can make a joke and it'll think I'm actually like um being honest or not honest. It'll think I'm actually like it's facts.
Right. It doesn't understand sarcasm.
Yes, exactly. So by actually having nuance and actually understanding sentiment, that will actually lead these models, in my opinion, to kind of actually understand what people are actually talking about during the meeting a little bit better versus just using our words to interpret what we're saying. Like actually, like using my facial expressions or my hand gestures, other things like that will help kind of like guide sentiment analysis. So I feel like, you know, ultimately what you want to have as a project manager is you want to have something that's useful and that it works, right? Those are the two things. Like, if are you using it on like a daily basis? So, for instance, my note taking like prompt that I use whenever I record a meeting, I always use that one particular prompt. So that's useful. And then does it work? Sometimes it doesn't still. Even the prompt that I have that I feel like is pretty solid and actually does what I want it to do. I still go through the notes and I'm always adding in like actionables, next steps, issues that came up during the call that the AI just kind of missed out on. So I don't really think it's quite there yet. I mean, I think it's very close. And like I said, I think Read AI is very, very like very close in the sense that they have a lot going on for them. But at the same time, I feel like it's probably going to be about another year before there's something like an actual person who's sitting there taking notes and actually like you can lean on it and not worry that it missed something.